Alright, I just finished watching Wonder Man, and this show was pretty wonderful. I didn't care much about Wonder Man. Some of the trailers looked alright. You had Ben Kingsley coming back as Trevor, but all in all, nothing really got me excited. And watching this show, there wasn't really anything insane that happened. There wasn't really any action in here. I wouldn't even say there's anything to spoil aside from maybe one or two things. But it's just such an enjoyable, down-to-earth show with characters that you really like and care for. Simon Williams was a great character, played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II really well. I personally was so invested in his journey throughout this season and just hoping he gets the role of Wonder Man, considering everything he goes through and his whole superpower situation. Like I mentioned before, Ben Kingsley came back as Trevor, who was always a delight to see, and he was great in this show. They did so much interesting things with Trevor, and by the end, I was shocked. Also, the chemistry between Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Ben Kingsley was so good. Any scene they were in together was so entertaining. And any situation they would get into wasn't one of necessarily high stakes, but you get so invested in these characters' journey that you get excited thinking how they resolved this or how they achieved that. It actually surprised me how fun some of those things were in this show. And I love the fact this show was released all at once. For two reasons. I'm personally someone who loves a good binge way more than week to week, and I think this show actually benefited from being a binge because the experience is just better. There aren't any insane cliffhangers or big action sequences in every episode, and I could see someone getting bored of some of the episodes. There also isn't that much MCU connectivity. It's all mainly from Trevor, and I personally wish there was more Easter eggs and references, but I wouldn't say that's a negative. Overall, great show, one of the better MCU shows, and I'm genuinely down for a season 2.